Reddit, what's some of your cringiest high school stories? Completely dead silent class. I ripped a loud fart. I tried to play it off by saying that my mouth made the noise. Tried to emulate the actual fart with pretend farts for about 30 seconds. After each pretend fart, I'd say, "No, that wasn't it. Let me try again." All while sweating nervously and shaking. I.e., freshman year of high school, fucking kill me. Back when sour candies were all the rage, me and my friends would see who could hold the most in their mouth for the longest time. As someone who likes a challenge, I ended up shoveling a handful of those super sour toxic waste candies into mouth. Unfortunately, what I failed to realize is that sour stuff causes a lot of saliva production. So when my crush entered the cafeteria and made eye contact with me, I smiled. And multicolored drool literally flooded out of my mouth and slathered itself all over my t-shirt. She said, "Ooh," and walked away. I died a little inside that day. I was in choir all 4 years of high school. We had a pretty shitty choir teacher, and most people only joined for the easy credit. But I joined because I wanted to sing. I had 100% enthusiasm and 0% talent. One rule our teacher repeated a lot was that we needed to be louder, and let me tell you, I took that to heart. I understand now that he was so adamant on this point, not because it was the #1 rule for singing well, but because all the students who were only there for the easy credit mumbled their way through our shitty little performances. This led to all of our performances following the same pattern. 17 or so students mumbling, 3 or 4 actually good singers, and me yelling. You would think I would learn after the first few performances. You would think our teacher would tell me to quiet down. Or that any classmate who had to sit through those horrible assemblies would give me the heads up. But no. That's how I spent all 4 years in choir, never gaining any skill while I yelled every song. It only finally clicked that I wasn't good when every time I asked a friend how I was, they could only reply with, "Well, I could hear you more than anyone." Went to a party 5 hours early, oblivious. A girl is inviting everyone to a party Friday night. I live out of town a bit and not entirely sure if I can get back in for the party, so I just hang around after school. A buddy tells me he's going early because he plays sports with the girl's brother, so I should just come early to hang out. For some reason, I think early is like in an hour from that point. So I head over about 5 p.m. to meet up. I knock, I hear "come in," so I head in. I see the girl and her brother inside, and I say, "Buddy said he's coming early, and said I should come over." They are like, "Okay dude, come in and sit down if you really want to." I do. They are setting the table for dinner. With their parents. Going to have a nice family dinner and then clean up for the party. They ask me to join them. I say yes, because at this point I'm over my head. I eat with them, help with dishes, watch a little TV, soon they are all good to go. The parents head out and the night goes forward like nothing weird happened. Next Monday, I'm butt of many jokes but people forgot about soon enough. Oh, I got one. So, freshman year, I was going through some shit. Pissed all the time, behind on my homework, and had some girl issues. So, typical angsty teenage BS. I was always pretty straight edge though. I didn't drink, smoke, or used weed. But I was having a really shitty day that day. Anyways, a girl brought some brownies to school, and doctor I was told they were special brownies. So, hoping to take my mind off of life and shit for a while, I ate a few. Not one. I ate several. What followed was me going on a goofy rampage throughout the school. I was sliding down the stairs singing "A Pirate's Life for Me," tripping over my feet, laughing uncontrollably at stupid jokes. It was ridiculous. I even made friends with a girl that hated my guts. It's been nearly a decade, and I'm still friends with her because of that day. Now, one of my friends found me and knew something was wrong. I was the angsty kid that always dressed in black, rarely smiled, and was just an overall pain in the ass, so he knew that if I was doing all of this shit, then something must be up. So I told him what happened, and he dragged me to the cafeteria and confronted the girl about giving me that stuff. She told him that there was nothing in them. She had been kidding, and my dumbass had taken her seriously. I had done all of that with nothing on my system, aside from sugar. I wasn't high. I was just a I almost forgot to add my own high school cringy story on here. During my senior year of high school, I was part of a choir group called Rendition. We were pretty much the a cappella group of our high school, but since we placed high in our state competitions, a lot of people knew about us. So during prom season, some kid came up to us asking if we would sing for a prom proposal he had planned for this girl he really liked. This was normal for us, because at least one person asked us to do this every year, and we usually treated it as a gig. Anyways, the kid paid us to sing "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You" to this girl, in front of the whole varsity choir class, to which, mind you, has about 80 people in it. The time comes and we do our part at the start of class with the guy having flowers and poster in hand. At first, the whole class gives a big awe, but the girl being proposed was clearly embarrassed and completely red. The girl screams at the dude, saying, "Jerry, I told you a million times already, I'm not going to prom with you." To which he replies with, "I thought if I did something big like this, you'd finally say yes." The rest of class continued on with the most awkward atmosphere after this. My junior year of high school, I was taking a class called Sci-Fi and Fantasy. Predictably, we read books of said genre. We did readers' theater. Each person in the class gets assigned a character on a voluntary basis. Anytime the character says something, the assigned person would say it aloud. The teacher was the narrator. And roleplay was involved, if you choose to, on a couple books, one being The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. So in this chapter of the book, my character Thorin had maybe 1 or 2 lines, so I was bored. This was the chapter where the eagles swooped down and saved the day from the orcs. As the group was saying goodbye, I forget how the book actually goes in this part to the specifics. Please forgive me to the eagles. My teacher stops and asks the group, "Anyone wanna like to do the eagle part?" Gazes around the entire class and does a double take at me. I'm a fairly outgoing person, especially in that class with role-playing, so I'm like F***ck it. Why not, right? And out of the silence, with zero warning to anyone, I just scream, "Quara!" and did the best eagle screech I could do. It was pretty spectacular, especially for being very much on a whim. Everyone stops and looks at each other. Now it's dead silent. Nobody knows what to do, or how to react. So my teacher pipes up after 5 seconds of pure silence, "Okay. Does anyone want to do the actual eagle part?" Apparently they had actual lines where they say things. What cringe stories did you have at school? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like.